If you enjoy fresh fruits and vegetables in the summer, or even having beautiful flowers on your table, well, you might want to thank some of Tennessee's smallest and hardest working residents. In our first story, Miranda Cohen takes us to Gallatin, where the excitement over a new store is getting quite a buzz.
Morgan Curtis is busy in where she calls her honey house. Years ago, she started selling honey at pop-ups and farmers markets. Now the queen bee of beekeeping is the proprietress of the Ramblin Bee on the town square in Gallatin. She learned the art and the science of beekeeping from some locals at a very early age.
And they wanted to all teach me, and so I tried to absorb as much as I could and then kind of paved my own path.
Curtis started out caring for the honeybees, and in return, they shared with her the surplus of their rich golden commodity.
So I have my local honey, and then I also offer different honeys like creamed honeys and herbal infused honeys, and then I also have beeswax candles in many varieties and shapes and forms.
She will artfully infuse pure honey with herbs and flavors like lavender, ginger, cinnamon, or vanilla bean, even experimenting with textures and consistencies.
And then I also whip honey or cream honey, which is more of a spread versus a drizzle, and that's a really good treat too. Creamed honey is really, really good. It's thicker, it's more of a spread, so it's great for, your toast with your jams.
And if you notice that unmistakable fragrant aroma, it's not just coming from the drums of honey. Curtis also makes hand-dipped and molded pure beeswax candles in whimsical shapes, pillars, and these tapers, which are dipped anywhere from 30 to 50 times.
I like to hand dip them because they're not perfect, but they burn really well since there's so many layers to them. I do just pure beeswax. I don't add anything to it, so it is just what you smell is the honey and the flowers and all the bees' hard work.
Bees may get a bad rap, and through both teaching workshops and offering beekeeping supplies, Curtis is hoping to change that.
They pollinate all of our food crops, all of our flowers, so without that we wouldn't have any flowers or food without their help. They do need a little helping hand just because of the influx of people and pesticides, insecticides, things like that. So it's very important to educate people, that are your friends. They have a job to do.
From the art to the decor, you will find bees and their handiwork everywhere at the Ramblin Bee. But because this unique bee boutique is well within the city limits, you won't find the bees themselves.
Here in Gallatin, Morgan Curtis makes this shop absolutely beautiful. She does all the poured candles, and she's the mastermind behind all the infused honey and gorgeous products that they have. But let's go meet the ladies that make the real magic happen at the Ramblin Bee.
About 20 miles out of town, Curtis keeps her ladies. That's right, all producing honeybees are female, and these working women take their jobs very seriously.
So the worker bees are all girl bees. They all have their jobs to do, such as like nurse bees, attendance bees. There's the foragers, of course, they're getting water and nectar, pollen, and propolis to bring back to feed the hive, as well as seal up the hive. Their abundance is shared throughout, their hive as well as to us as humans. And that's just incredible to me.
And when it comes to love, these girls just don't put up with slackers.
The boy bees are drone bees, and their only purpose is to mate with the queen. So after that, they don't really do much of anything. They're kind of lazy. They mostly just eat the stores, and so the women bees will kick out the drone bees come wintertime.
In this picturesque meadow, Curtis keeps hundreds of busy and thriving hives. First, she will suit up and then announce her visit with fragrant smoke from pine straw.
And when I light the smoker and when I smoke my bees, it's just to kind of calm them down and let them know that I'm coming into their space. I will be opening the hives and going in frame by frame and pulling out and just kind of doing a little early spring inspection, you know, maybe looking for the queen. When I gather the honey about June, I will take it out frame by frame, just enough so that they still have some, but I'm taking enough to get them space to grow. I will take it out frame by frame and then run it through the machines, the spinners, the extractors, frame by frame, and then put those frames back into the hive so that the queen can continue to lay. Here's what honey looks like, all sealed up.
And just when we were about to give up on a royal sighting,
Oh, I found her. She's right here. And you can tell she's the queen because she has a larger behind.
the queen, her ladies-in-waiting, the nurses, and all the others do take their show on the road, thus the name, the Ramblin Bee.
I move my bees around to different areas for the flower foraging as well as commercial pollination. So I'm always moving them, I'm always chasing flowers with them. So that's why I call it the Ramblin Bee, because we're always rambling around.
So if you're looking for an authentic sweet treat from Mother Nature herself, or are curious about the art of beekeeping, Morgan Curtis is happy to share her vast knowledge and her love of the ladies who ramble in Gallatin.
It's straight from the flowers, straight from the source. It's from bees. And when you're getting the honey, you're supporting the beekeeper, which supports the bees. It's been great. That has been one of the best things about opening, for sure, is the local community. They've supported me more than anything, and I'm very grateful for Gallatin. Just be, a novelty shop in this downtown area where I grew up. So I would just love to be just a little place on the square that makes it a little better.